Hello and welcome back to Rue Valley. We are on loop 59, or as the incorrect load game thing would tell you, we're on loop 45. I'm assuming that's because it didn't count like the 14 loops that we had while we were in the graveyard as a loop, which, you know what, is probably fair. But we're on loop 59 in my eyes, and we have a solid path forward. Our path forward is through Alex. We have to find out from Alex about the signal and what he was doing with Frank. Now, we know nothing about the signal and Frank, but I'm hoping that if we go through enough loops, we'll then know the information and then we can, you know, solve it. And we can find everything that we need to find. Although, number one is subdue, and I know exactly how we're going to do that. We are going to go to get the gun out of the bedroom. We use the gun out of the bedroom to threaten Alex before he can use the gun against us. At which point, we're sorted. Because then he will have to tell us everything, and then even if on the next loop we come in and we're like, we know this information, he will then trust us, and then we can move on from there. That's the plan anyway. It's definitely the plan. Right, in here. And up the stairs. Into here. Then into here, grab the gun. Apparently the gun is not part of my subdue Alex K thing. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to try and just beat him up. But let's see. Alright, let's wait for it to finish. Maybe I need to have like a thought like, oh, if I had a gun then this would be easy. Or some kind of thought like that. Anyway, knock.
Pops? What's the password for today?
Just open up.
Hands up! Who the fuck are you? What are you doing in my house? Who sent you?
Okay, let's try to disarm Alex somehow. He's too far away though, you'll have to get closer. Alright, talk to him slowly while taking a step forward like they do in the movies. I'm way too extroverted for that. I see. Hey, come on buddy, there's no need for this. Just put the gun down, okay? He's not buying your shit. Don't stop talking. Never stop talking. Relax, pal. No need for things to get crazy. Quicken my steps.
Stop talking and back off!
Okay, this didn't work as expected. Now what? Approach him and disarm him somehow. Success! What? Okay, let's see. As if guided by divine hand, you just start moving, slowly enough for him to not register it as a threat first, then suddenly faster, and in a moment you find yourself close enough. Quickly grasp his gun-wielding arm by the wrist with both hands. As you grapple for control of the gun, both your and his finger on the trigger, the muzzle swings erratically for a brief moment, pointing directly at his face. Here's your chance to win this fight right now. What? We're killing him? I'm way too sensitive to kill him. Okay, well that's good. I can't do it. Oh? For better or worse, the opportune moment slips away as he awkwardly twists your arm, trying to loosen your grip on the gun, causing both of you to tumble to the ground. And now we're in his room. Okay, we get a little bit of time to look around. There's some pizza boxes here. Lots and lots of books. Trying to see if there's anything useful. Obviously, he's investigating something. I can't quite tell what it is from this distance. Okay. Also, that's very creepy to have a chair that with a lamp and you're just like sitting and looking at your board of an investigation. That's a very odd thing. Anyway. And then here's a signal thing. Pointing up, so pointing out to space. Okay.
Let go!
The now obvious fact that neither of you has any combat training to rely upon doesn't mean much, as you quickly realize that despite his appearance, this man is all sinewy muscles. Well, I'm arrogant, so he may be stronger, but I'm smarter. A deafening bang shatters the air. Something erupts in your gut, searing and immediate. I've been shot?
Oh no. Shit. Shit.
Hot blood begins soaking your shirt. The world narrows down to your urgent thump of your heart. Severe bleeding, trouble staying awake. Dark liquid life is quickly escaping your body. Each heartbeat feels like a countdown.
I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. It was an accident.
His voice is cracking with panic. I'm dying.
Nah, you're not. You're fine. Just fine.
But his voice tells a different story. You're not fine.
Stay with me, man. We need to get you help. Don't you dare pass out. I'll try to stop the bleeding somehow.
Just let me die in peace.
No, you won't die, pal. You can't die.
Your nerves scream and burn as if half your stomach has been mauled open, and the only thing preventing your guts from spilling out is your clothes. But somehow, you don't really feel the pain. Your body's calculus of survival seems to have spared you the full horror for now, leaving only shock and the dread of what comes next.
I'll call an ambulance, yes. Wait here. I mean, of course you will.
Alright.
Hey, Cody. Listen, cousin, I fucked up. No, man, not that fuck up. Just listen to me. I shot a man. Think he's dying.
Oh, we've reached excruciation. Agonizing pain is all you can feel. Just make it stop. As Alex spits out the D word, a conflagration of pain finally engulfs your whole being. Time to face the truth. You are dying. Okay. Let's go. Mother! And let the tears flow. She can't help you now. No one can. Like a churning ocean, the pain floods every strand of your nerves. It overwhelms you. It's getting harder to breathe. To think, even. It's getting harder to just be.
No, I don't know. No, please, cuz. Shut the fuck up now, come. And bring Bet Jones.
Oh, right. Alex is still here, persisting in his futile effort to save you, to pull you from this pit. Rising on the unrelenting waves of pain, your sense of being begins to drift, pulling away from your body. I'm not indecisive right now, so I can say these things. Well, I'm going to force myself down back into the body. Try and will yourself downwards with all your might, and your body spats you out and there's no coming back. Ever. None. Well. Yep. Let Alex go away. Let it all go away. Yes, there's little else left. Focus on the pain of passing. Focus on the dying. Shouldn't be long now. Say about 3 minutes. The waves of pain have stopped beating against your carcass. We got... Oh, excruciation has gone away. We're no longer feeling pain. That must be a good sign. The last vestiges of strength and consciousness seep away with the tide of your life's blood. Curious. No light at the end of the tunnel for you. Have I wasted my whole life? I have wasted my whole life, haven't I? Hush now. Let it go. It doesn't matter now. Nothing matters now. Into the void. And... Yep. Boom. And we're back. Well, I think that's about as close to a near-death experience as you can really get, right?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
The words you hear are fuzzy, like sound pushed through a pane of warped glass, and your eyelids are firmly shut, but one fact cuts through everything. You're alive. Somehow. The feeling of the all-too-familiar couch beneath you grounds you, every spring and seam still as uncomfortable as ever. Maybe I'm dead and this is the afterlife. Does the afterlife come with hourly sessions? There are worse ways to spend eternity, probably. Lucky for you, that does not seem to be the case.
Mr. Harrow, can you hear me?
Open my eyes. For once, Dr. Fink's face gives you something like relief. The bushy eyebrows, the tired concern in his eyes. It's not just him, though. The room's familiarity steadies you. The couch, the clock, the box of tissues on the table, everything is in its right place. But there's a wrongness creeping in. A feeling rising slowly, then faster, like a forest fire boosted by a rising wind.
Mr. Harrow, are you alright? What happened?
I'm gonna ignore him
You
and
sort of phased out.
I'm gonna ignore him and follow the feeling. It swells fast, a cloud of volcanic ash about to bloom. The driving wheel of your awareness is being yanked away from you. You slide into the back seat of yourself, a passenger watching the show. His face is so close you can smell sweat and copper, fingers slip on metal.
Let it go!
It plays like a rerun you're part of. You can't press pause or stop, completely aware of what's coming next. The almost deafening bang, the rupture in the blood, and the mind-numbing, soul-crushing pain. Let's go no, no, no. Oh, excruciation echo. So I'm now more introverted and more sensitive. The pain itself is gone, but the memory is a live wire. Also, we're no longer over-inspired. But that means now I'm back to being indecisive. Okay. Wait, I'm no longer nosy? I'm no longer nosy. Oh, no. Okay. Anyway. You're safe. It's gone. Well, mostly. The discomfort, almost pain, remains, lingering like an echo.
Mr. Harrow, what's going on? Why are you shouting no at me?
I just remembered a rather painful experience.
I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes talking about the past stirs up things you thought forgotten, even repressed.
Whatever it was, you're safe now, far from the source of your hurt, and in a far from the source of your hurt, and you're in the best place to process it. Safe, maybe, but the discomfort lingers at the edge of your mind, like a silhouette by the roadside at night, refusing to fade. It still hurts, Dr. Fink. It still hurts.
I understand. Sometimes sensations outlast the memory itself. Pain can linger some time after the recollection has faded. It will pass, slowly but surely.
He studies you carefully, weighing your words against your expression. Then he scribbles something in his notebook before focusing back on you.
With that in mind, I feel obligated to show you some techniques that should help if this happens again. First things first, always ground yourself. Both feet on the floor. Breathe deeply. Then, focus on what you can see, hear, smell, touch, even taste. Strong memories can overwhelm us, drag us back into the past. The way out is to anchor yourself in the here and now, to shift focus at the present. Let's try it. Focus on your surroundings. What do you see? How does it smell? What can you feel under your fingers? Any particular sounds?
I see this room, a familiar sight, although he's going to find that weird. Let's say I can hear my own breathing.
Excellent. That's where we begin, with breath. The rest follows. Focus on touch now. Put your hands on your knees and tap them alternately. Left, right. Left, right. Slow and even.
You know what? Maybe we let him get through to us here. Let's follow his exact instructions. You tap each knee in turn, settling into a rhythm. You're not sure what you're supposed to feel or if it's even working, but for now you trust him.
It should be a little easier now. How do you feel?
Let's say a bit better.
I'm glad to hear that. You can always use this exercise when you feel overwhelmed. It should help. In any case, we'll return to this memory during our next session. All right then. Now, you only need to pick up the key card for your room. And I'll call the receptionist to make sure everything is in order. Sounds good?
Thank you. Oh, we go straight to our room here. So, it's now just you, your thoughts, your questions, and that lingering feeling that won't abate. Start with the obvious. You're alive. Not entirely okay, but moving and breathing. The lack of okay might have something to do with being shot? Whatever the cause, it was a disturbing experience as a whole. It still is. But it's over, it happened, and now it's gone. You're in your room, a safe place. All you need to do is cool down, breathe. Let it pass. But it's not working. Probably because of the thought that keeps pushing to the front of your mind, elbowing left and right. I need to get into Alex's room and use his equipment. Right, so, what went wrong last time? Let's start from the beginning. It began with me walking straight up to him. You were confident, so confident it made him feel threatened. That was your first mistake. You need new tactics. So you just started moving and somehow found yourself close enough. And then you grabbed his gun hand with both of yours. For a heartbeat, your fingers even found a trigger. You could have shot him. You could have shot him. I say I wasn't ready for that. That's the crux. You either fire, or you seize the gun and pretend you'll do it. No hesitation. So you both ended up on the floor, rolling and crawling for the weapon, two cavemen fighting over a sharpened stick. No ground gained, only breath and panic and metal between you. Turned into total chaos. You also underestimated his strength. Judging by appearances, they were deceiving. All in all, you gradually lost control of the situation. If there's one takeaway, it's this. Never lose control. That loss of control made him stop. Think he's in control. In fact, he wasn't, and stop. Your voice echoes through the empty room. Silence follows it, the only answer to your plea. That moment is too much. You don't want to face it. Hell, you don't even want to relive it ever again, in your head or otherwise. Yet, you still need that equipment. I could try talking with him again. It didn't work the first time or the second. It won't work no matter how hard you push. Maybe I should look for the equipment somewhere else? Who, Dr. Fink? Let's get real. He's the only one. I could cobble together my own version of his gear. You're missing tools, materials, and a manual. Even the loop has limits, and these are impossible to bypass. Then I'm out of ideas. Not quite. What if? You could find a gun too, and as soon as he opens the door... Ooh, no way. No fucking way. I already regret it. Then fuck it all. Fuck Alex for blocking the gear. Fuck his gun. Fuck the loop reset. Fuck. Then again, if you aim well, it will minimize his suffering. Make it easier on your conscience. One bullet could end it in a moment. No risk at all. No risk for what? It's just an idea. Thoughts that lead to one another. A mental experiment, nothing more. You should totally explore other avenues before making it. Look for a better solution. Who knows? Maybe there's another way. It's enough. Okay. We should definitely mind map. Okay. So subdue. We know that subdue fails. You tried to subdue Alex, but ended up bleeding on the floor. Shoot Alexander K. Do I want to shoot Alexander K? No, but it's also my only path forward. Currently. I could try speaking with him again. I mean, not in this loop, obviously. Like, this is crazy. Let's fall into the bed. Wait, actually, can I even do that on this loop? It, like... Mess with my phone. There we go. Call Ben and find out if he has a gun. Alright. Wasn't really feeling like I was gonna do that. Like, you can just be like, hey Ben, long time no speak. You got a gun I can have? Like, alright. Yeah. That's the end of loop 60. Into loop 61. I'm assuming that the excruciating echo might be gone now. Let's see.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Oh, it's still there. Okay. Yes, and I have a question. Do you have a gun? Yes. Just a quick mental exercise. You're a psychologist, and your new patient comes to you and says, "Hey, just no, like, you know, questions on this. Do you have a gun?" I think it would lead you to certain thoughts, and I don't think those thoughts would be good. Also, if you notice, the battery in this phone doesn't recharge each loop, but the battery on the other phone does. Interesting. The manor looms in the distance. The uncomfortable feeling starts to pulse, stronger, sharper, visceral. The memory of being shot, the pain you desperately keep shoving away, pushes through your defenses, threatening to overwhelm you. You focus on the house to avoid all the thoughts and feelings, but it only gets worse. The building itself seems to mirror your mental state, making it look repulsive and terrifying. No way, I'm going back. Oh, come on. You won't be wrestling with Alex this time. You don't even have to knock on his door. He's listening to the music. There's no risk at all. That's absolutely true, but I'm not going in. Yeah, it's scary, but sooner or later you'll have to go in and confront Alex. The equipment is in his room after all. Hey, maybe you can use that technique that Dr. Fink showed you to keep panic from swallowing you whole while you enter the house. I don't want to deal with it right now. Well, at this moment, it's your only bet. Wait, what's happening now? I'm just walking away? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want to do this. Excruciation regurgitation. Could Fink's simple calming technique be turned into a deliberate act of self-confrontation, helping you overcome your fear of setting foot into the K Ranch ever again? Yeah, probably. Let's return to the source in front of the ranch house, where fear overwhelmed you and prevented you from entering it, and use Dr. Fink's tapping technique not as a shield but as an anchor, allowing you to deliberately step into the heart of this excruciating memory and hopefully overcome your panic. Also, if you look at how much inspiration I have almost exactly the right amount to do the Shoot Alexander K one, having done everything else that's available to us. Does that seem like a coincidence? Not to me. Does seem, however, like we're about to enter loop 62.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes. No questions.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Let's go back to the K Ranch. Loop 62 by my counting. And back to the car. Then back to the walking, which will then lead us back to the ranch. Okay. Alright, here we are. Time to overcome this feeling. Or at least make it bearable enough. Dr. Fink showed you a technique to calm yourself and handle the overwhelming emotions. That should come in handy now. One way or another, I do what Dr. Fink tells me. You tried it only once and it helped a little, so his advice does have some value. You should try to apply the technique fully, commit to it, go back to the experience you avoid so much. But first, grounding and breathing. Alright. Start with the breathing. It looks okay so far. Not too fast, not too slow. It feels normal. Both feet on the ground. You check your balance, settling into a stance that feels comfortable, even while you stand. Okay, you're ready. Ready as you'll ever be. Start tapping. 1, 2, 1, 2. You slip into a rhythm immediately. As you start tapping, you focus on the moment, and the string of emotions and experiences hits you. The failure. How could you fail? You had a plan, an idea, yet it all collapsed. More precisely, it collapsed through you. Still, something else left a darker, deeper mark, the thing that keeps you from moving on. The shock. Your mind had a way of shielding you from the obvious. You fought a man for a gun. Getting shot was always on the table. Your brain whispered, "Nah, you're fine," the whole time. No wonder you were surprised when you realized you're not. It's hard to process, but the lack of utter panic in your stomach tells you it's not the one you're searching for. It's got to be Alex's reaction, right? Let's say the fear of what comes next. Yes, the universal fear of the unknown. Beyond reason or emotion, you were embraced by the void. You still don't know what comes next. Yet something else seems to bother you much more. Something obvious, something that you're still not trying to think about. The pain? Yes, the pain. At first it seized your senses like a giant scorpion, claws locking you in place like helpless prey. You were frozen even before the sting, then it struck and you were left at the mercy of its jaws, ready to be torn apart. The sensation rises inside you, threatening to overwhelm you. Rein it in now, before it's too late. Okay, deeper breaths. You slow your breathing to match the tapping. Not easy, but you manage. You steady yourself, just enough to keep wading through the experience. The pain still had you, pincers locked, jaws starting to work. Your body was helpless, but your mind was desperately trying to cling to something. Anything. I fought for my life. You weren't ready to go. It wasn't supposed to end like this. Some part of you refused to let go. Then, at some point, the pain just stopped. But you were still alive, in a strange limbo where everything seemed to make sense, and you were at peace. For some reason, recalling just how peaceful you felt at that moment leaves you uneasy now. Really uneasy. Okay, let's readjust our balance. While tapping, you notice you've shifted your weight onto one leg. You adjust, leaning onto the other side. It helps. You're back, here and now, stable. And with panic held at bay, you start remembering details you never really acknowledged back then, as if reliving the experience through a different lens. Alex called someone for help. Yeah, the lazy deputy and the sketchy vet. Whether either could have actually helped us is another matter entirely. I felt my pulse slowing. The pump of life running out of juice, working with what was left, fighting for you to the end. I heard the sound. Yes, at the very end, as you fell into darkness, a faint but familiar sound entered your consciousness. The rocket launch. Your heart kicks into overdrive. Let's shift a little weight to the other side. The small shift rebalances you. You feel steadier, and it's easier to focus on the tapping. You steady yourself, then dive back in. The more you think about it, the more you are sure you heard it as your consciousness faded. Which might mean you didn't really die, that the loop reset pulled you back from the gates of the underworld. And yet, you were on the edge, already on your way towards the darkness. What came first, the comfort of death or the loop that heals all wounds? Well, I'm not indecisive, so I was saved by the loop. Mystery solved. But another mystery remains. You still don't know what would happen if you really died here. But you know you don't want to test it. Focused on this dilemma, you realize you stopped tapping a while ago, and you feel okay. Okay as someone who almost died and then returned from the edge can be. The feeling is not gone, but it's pushed aside far enough that you think you can enter the house again. Looks like the whole tapping thing worked. Oh, and I no longer have the excruciating echo. I'm not indecisive again, but I am nosy again. Okay, interesting. Hold to wrap up. Use Dr. Fink's tapping technique while you deliberately relived the excruciation of being shot and confronted by the memory of the pain of your own terms. On your own terms. The trauma isn't gone, but it's contained, allowing you to enter the house again. Yet reliving the moment also resurrected a buried detail, the faint sound of a rocket launch at the edge of death, leaving you to wonder, did the loop pull you back at the last moment, or did it really revive you? Now you realize you were saved by the loop, and the peace you felt was merely your brain shutting down, not the beginning of the afterlife. Okay, let's go. All the way up here and in. Now what's the play here? Did we miss the song? Let's wait for it to finish. This might be a... Alright, yeah, knock now.
Pops, What's the password for today?
Just open up.
Hands up! Who the fuck are you? What are you doing in my house? Who sent you?
I'm going to ask him about the equipment. Okay, but do it differently this time. What do you want in exchange for access to your equipment?
Nobody touches my equipment. Stay back!
You look like you need something, and I need your equipment. What do you need?
Stop mucking around. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I need to listen to the message from outer space. His hands start to tremble a little as he watches you with widened eyes. It seems as if he is scared.
Is it a message from us? Or is it otherworldly?
It's us, I think.
Well, that's something, I guess. So what's got you all fired up about this? Speak!
I want to learn the truth. He nods, seemingly calmer than before.
I see. So, you want to use my equipment to hear a message from space?
He seems to consider your words for a moment or two, considering what to do.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make any sense. And your face looks mighty suspicious.
This is getting nowhere, and it's starting to become annoying. Getting all the way here just for him to humiliate you again and again. The alternative doesn't sound too bad, does it?
Now, start fucking walking!
Alright. I don't want to shoot him. I think fundamentally that's where I'm at here. I don't actually want to shoot him.
Hey, cuz, listen.
Yeah, same thing?
Not like there's a motherfucker here. 20 minutes? Shut the fuck... No,
Okay.
Now we wait.
End of the loop. And we're heading into 63.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. Nope.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Okay. Car. K-Ranch.
Spit it out already!
Oh, I need to find out what we learned about this, or what it says that we learned about the signal, because that can help us. We'll do it when we get there. Because it says that we learned something new. The signal. He had emailed conversations about it with Alex K, who lived in the old ranch house you already visited. Oh. Okay. That's not very helpful. That doesn't even seem like new information. Or maybe now that it says that, I can... maybe I can see... Well, maybe I have to reread the emails. It's too late to reread the emails because I need to charge the phone. Right. Right, knock.
Pops, what's the password for today?
Open up.
Hands up! Who the fuck are you?
Signal. Okay. Give me access to your equipment, otherwise things will not end well for you.
You see this here gun? You see it?
It's impossible to ignore it as it's dangling in front of your face, his hands twitching. I don't have time for this. Move, so I can get in.
Don't move or I'll shoot! I ain't kidding!
You need to find leverage, the right one. I will report your suspicious behavior to the police. I have connections everywhere. You'll never find a job again. Or I'll have a health and safety inspection performed on your room. Okay. Well, the police would be his cuz, right? So that doesn't seem right. Never find a job again? He keeps finding new jobs. It's interesting. Let's say I have connections everywhere. You'll never find a job again.
Ooh, I've never heard a threat so empty.
It is pretty empty. Oh, come on. We're not doing that again. Fuck this guy and just get it over
Now,
with.
start fucking walking.
Now, the fact that the game's so committed to you doing it makes me think that we shouldn't. Although I really don't want to go through this bit each time. This animation is so long. And I think it's deliberately long, now that we've seen it.
Listen, there's a 20-minute.
Right? Like, I think it's deliberately
Now we
designed to be long and annoying because it wants you to give in, right? Or at least it wants you to consider it. But what I'm worried about is the time loop trope, where you do something thinking that nothing matters, and then the loop doesn't.
Mr. Harrow?
The loop doesn't continue, right? That's what I'm worried about. So that we kill Alex K, and then the loop doesn't, like...
Mr. Harrow, please.
Like, the loop stops then, right?
Come on, you
And then
thief.
we have killed Alex K for no reason at all. That's what I don't want to have happen. So that's what I'm avoiding. Now, it could be that that's not something we need to worry about. It could be that we just shoot him in the leg and he's perfectly alive at the end of the loop as well. But we were definitely talking about aiming for a point where he would feel no more pain, which doesn't sound like we're going for the leg or to maim him. It definitely sounds like we are going to kill him. Doesn't seem ideal. Right. Let's go. Again. Right. Knock.
Pops, what's the password for...
Open up.
Hands up! Who the fuck are you? What are you doing in my house? Who sent you?
Oh, apparently all I've got is I'll show myself out, okay?
Stop right there. Now empty all your... That's
Uh-huh.
all you have. But still, you somehow got into... Now, start...
Interesting. So shoot him is our only path forward? That seems... odd.
Hey, cuz, listen. No, not like there's a mother... 20 minutes? All right. Shut... No. Now we wait.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, the only paths we have forward from here would be maybe speaking... Well, we could check the emails again. Yeah, we should check the emails again.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes.
Mr. Harrow, please.
Right. Hello. I'm going to speak to you while we're here. Right. We'll fix the vending machine. Okay, that's fine. Just want to see where that goes. I'm going to get my thing and then go up to the room.
I understand, but the text said today.
Okay.
No,
Right.
Oh, hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you?
Let's
All
check
right,
in.
So, number...
There we go.
All right.
Cool. So now we can charge that. We should also speak to Jason Burns while we're here, which we can do. And we should call him Jace. That's another thing we need to do. Or call him out on his affair with Maxine, at least. Okay. What do you know about Dr. Fink?
Who?
Here we go again. Older gentleman, bushy eyebrows, glasses, beard, lives downstairs, psychotherapist, ring any bells?
Oh, right. Yeah, I've seen him a couple of times. I didn't know he was a therapist, or that he lived here. Go figure.
Heard any rumors about him?
Nope. Like I said, I've seen him passing by, but that's about it. Why are you asking about him anyway?
He's my therapist. Figured I should get to know what I'm getting into.
I see. Ever tried doing something about your problem or issue or whatever it is?
Do enlighten me about trying.
Problems don't get solved by talking. They get solved by action. Real action. Tangible results.
He leans in slightly, like he's letting you in on some great universal truth.
Can't sleep? Take a pill. Or tire yourself out. Feel anxious for no reason? Act in spite of it. Life beats you down? We're all waiting for the same shit. Get up and hit back. Enough talk about the bad. Move. Even a misstep is still a step. String enough of them together and suddenly you're not stuck anymore. The rut's behind you, fading like a bad dream. That's how I see things anyway.
Right, thanks for the perspective. He shrugs, unbothered. You never talk to him? He grins, easy and sincere.
Nope. I'm not the type who thinks talking about feelings solves anything.
But that's a bit extreme.
Oh, sorry. Forgot you're one of those talking is better than action types.
Thanks for sharing, I guess.
You're welcome.
Alright. Well. Interesting. Still want to speak to Maxine when we can, but don't know if we're doing that this loop. I'm just thinking of other things I want to do before we go for the, like, let's shoot him approach. Let it charge a bit more. Can we wait until the phone's charged? Yeah. Right. That's fine. Cool. Let's grab the phone. Okay, that's enough. Right. Check the email app. Okay. No internet access. Check how far the list goes. Same thumping and you reached the exact end 1 month ago. 8:07:27. What the hell? Try refreshing the app. The internet's out. Okay, so I gotta take it to internet. So we might as well go to max gas here. Okay, that's fine. Right. Let's go. So here, I'm gonna go drive south. Which will then give us the internet here, which we can then use to, well, hopefully look at the phone again. But we can also speak to Maxine as well while we're there. Cool. Right. So now I'm here. Email app. Probably connected to the internet. A seemingly endless list of emails summons a mental picture of a room buried in waste, a pile of plastic bottles serving as a sofa. Then we get into that personal email juice. You're hoping for a treasure trove of information. There's only disappointment here. Seems like Frank's not too keen on emails. There's a message from a familiar name, Ben Flemings, and another from Rosetta Simmons. Wait, have we already seen these? Yeah, we have. Okay. That's fine. We've already done these. Strange emails. Yeah, we've already done all this. It's fine. Yeah, we say it's a lover. We say it's that. We've been through this whole thing. Yeah. Right. Okay. We've already done all this. Okay. Yep. I'm happy I succeeded in learning it's Alex K, because I already knew it was Alex K. Okay. Yes. We've literally done all this already. That's fine. Check internet connection. Okay. Let's check our phone as well, actually. Nothing there. This is updated something. Oh, that's just saying that we have the phone. Alright.
Oh, well, of course you're worried. That's...
Till they leave. Yep. Should be like another couple minutes. Okay. Hello.
Welcome to Max Gas. You need some help getting gas in that city car yards? You don't...
Okay. It seems that the only option it's giving us is shooting, yeah. does seem like the only option it's giving us is shooting them. I don't really want to, though. But I think it's our only option. Wonder if I take shoot, could we immediately... Yeah, we could shoot, deliberately mess it up. And then enter a... Yeah, then enter the given up state. That could work. Okay. So to see if she's I feel like we can talk to her yet. I'm assuming you must have to talk to her at the graveyard at some point, which is why it shows her coming here. But right now we don't have anything to talk to her about. Could this be Judy's grave then? Is that what we figured out here? Yeah, I think that makes sense then. Any Wi-Fi going on at the graveyard? Oh, okay. Well. Oh, there we go. She's here. But, yeah, we can't interact with her in any way. Yeah, this must be Judy's grave, actually, now that I think about it. That makes perfect sense. Because she's also looking for Frank as well as part of this, so. Okay. And boom. So, we have to take the shoot Alex K option. Yes, I could have taken it here and asked Gideon, but like I'm almost certain Gideon's not going to give us a gun. I would think that he would be very much against giving us a gun.
Still with me, Mr.
Yep.
Mr. Harrow, please.
Okay.
Give me my coffee.
Mind map. It's the only thing we've got with a path forward. Right. You need to find yourself a firearm. Can't bring your fist to a gunfight. Ask around. Bother people. Search the internet. Do you? Okay. I'm gonna get the one from the bedroom, which I'm also kind of certain doesn't work because I think that we saw something about it about potentially not working, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Also, loop 66, just for people kind of keeping track. Let's go. So all the way in here. Also, our inspiration is right down. We're down to 2 inspiration and a willpower. We have significantly changed things here in terms of where we're at. Okay. In here. Gun. Walter must be keeping the weapon for purely sentimental reasons. After all, this whole exhibit looks like a shrine to a dead ancestor. Century-old revolver couldn't possibly still fire. Damned red herring. Exactly. Vintage clickbait. Really? Alright, well. Let's call Ben and find if he has a gun. The connection beeps once, twice, 3 times, each sound an echoing drill in your skull. Yeah? Ben, do you own a firearm?
Yeah, man, just let me go.
The phone line is stable, and you can hear Ben clearly, yet he sounds distant, like he's speaking from the other side of a wall of dreams.
You can't think about it. My brain hurts when I think about thinking about it.
It's super important to tell me where your firearm is. Yet the words don't reach him. You think you hear Ben haphazardly humming over the loud music, you can't be sure. It's no use, you'll have to break him out of the stupor somehow. A verbal kick in the balls will do it. Benjamin Fleming, police here, security check. Where is your weapon?
Oh! Shit, fuck!
Noise overlaps with music from the other side, like his phone fell down. Then the music stops.
So sorry, Mr. Police Officer. I got a bit lost.
He's definitely more present now, but it still sounds distant, like he emerged from a great depth, his throat raspy from all the water he coughed out.
It's still a safe, officer. I mean, it's in the safe. It's all according to the new law.
Even across the ethereal distance of the phone line and without any visual cues, you feel panic swelling in Ben's chest. It is so strong.
The new regulations, they did everything. I did everything. No one touched the gun but me. It hasn't even been passed. The law is not active. But I assure you, it's all according to the new regulations. No worries.
I need specifics.
Specifically, everything is up to the letter of the law. The new law.
I have to go now, officer. A serious panic attack is coming up right now. The line is dead, and somehow you feel him calling him again next loop wouldn't achieve much. Your hopes of learning the whereabouts of Ben's gun are bleeding out on the proverbial floor, dying quickly. Must be in the lost and found room. Everything is in there. You sure about that? And have you seen that mess/fortress? Who's going to explore all of that? The very thought of just looking for the firearm all over and again and again just makes you feel tired, let alone doing the deed. He did insist it was all in accord with the new regulations, though, over and over again. Maybe call the real police and ask about them? That might shine some light on where Ben stored his weapon, or at least give you an idea of where to start the search. Okay. So, we will call the real police. Oldwood Sheriff Department, Deputy Sheriff Cody speaking. How can we help? Deputy Sheriff Cody is caught in a downward spiral of boredom, and your call is just an insignificant interruption in the grand scheme of things. I recently got a weapon and started wondering about storage regulations.
Oh man, do we really need to do this right now?
Even through the ethereal connection of the telephone line, you can feel the deputy's yawn is wide enough to swallow the sun.
Well, sure, I got time to kill. That's one tough questions, let me tell you. To know if you're thinking about old or new regulations.
Is there even any difference between the two?
Sure there is. The new regs are kicking the balls, let me tell you. And the old ones from the 80s were a running joke since no one respected them.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's always clear why old Bill Thatcher, the then mayor, pushed so hard for that law. There was enough military-grade caliber weapons around here to arm a whole battalion, together with supporting artillery, mind you. Law from 85 made all of that illegal. Old Thatcher had no other way to disarm the Walter Group. I mean, you have to be dead dumb not to understand why old Bill wanted those guns gone.
Walter Group?
Well, that's local folklore. No wonder you don't know about them. They were a militia organization from the start of the 80s, led by none other than my grandpa, Milton Canis, and gathered around the ideas of Walter K. to nationalize the gold discovered by AlpaxLP and distribute it to its rightful owners, us, the people.
Okay, so this must have been after the mayoral election went wrong, or as in after they didn't win?
Of course, people liked that idea, liked it very much, but AlpaxLP didn't. There were a bunch of tensions, so the Walter Group, well, armed themselves. That's why I'm sure the law from 85 was meant only and exclusively to disarm the Walter Group. Even then, legislature worked for the rich, for corporate vultures. So, Cousin Walt and Grandpops faced a decision. Surrender the arsenal, or be declared a terrorist organization. Not much of a choice, eh?
No choice is the easiest choice to make. Thus spoke the king of cop-out.
Well, that's life for you. If you're faced with only shit choices, I would have rather have no choice at all. Anywho, that meant the end of Walter Group, of course, but Cousin Walter wasn't so easily stopped. Straight after the law came into force, he founded a political movement. For our children.
Oh, it was before the mayoral campaign.
My grandpops didn't join, though. He was a man of action. Not much for speeches, folk gathering and the like. And imagine, literally a day after Grandpops left the group, Thatcher offered him a job as a chief's assistant with the Bothwood Police.
Interesting. Seems to me that the mayor was trying to bribe your grandfather.
You know about that. Grandpops was no turncoat, but a natural-born lawman. Anybody would want him by his side, and old Thatcher was no fool. Anywho, after the 3-month grace period expired in June of 85, Thatcher ordered Grandpops to search the houses of former Walter Group militiamen. See, the old bastard didn't believe all guns were surrendered. Grandpops tried telling him that Walter surely didn't have no more weapons, that he's a law-fearing citizen, but the old bastard didn't want to hear any of it. And an order is an order. Of course, they found Dick squat. Cousin Walter got so angry with Grandpops, called him a traitor, a bastard, all kind of nasty stuff. They never ever talked again. Walter didn't even come to Grandpop's funeral. Politics, pal. Cut you off from your own kin.
Well, wasn't that an unexpected but enlightening conversation? Since the fate of Walter Group's vast stockpile of weaponry still remains a mystery, it might prove worthwhile to dig deeper and learn more about them. I could ask Walter if I knew where he was. Good idea, but you'll have to find him. First you'll have to find him, and even his daughter doesn't know where he is. I'll have to search his room again. But first, let's finish this conversation. You hear the sound of Deputy Cody munching something. He didn't actually tell you what you actually wanted to know. So what does all this history have to do with weapon storage regulations?
Did you listen to a thing I said, pal? New regulations are based on the law of 85. If it weren't for the old, there wouldn't be the new. As for proper storage, well, the old regs weren't adhered to at all. And the new, listen, if you want to follow them to the letter, it's like this. You need to have a special 14-gauge steel safe that's been approved by the ministry. Ammunition can be in the same safe, but it must be in a separate 10-gauge steel box in its original packaging. And the safe itself must be sealed by the sheriff and only unlocked by a fingerprint of the weapon's owner.
And these regs won't be followed by anyone, right?
Well, no, that remains to be seen. Government did prescribe pretty hefty sums of money for owners who don't follow the regs, though.
So the fact that Ben has a weapon means not. It's out of your hands. There's no chance in hell you'll just be able to stumble upon his finger, let alone a fingertip.
And the worst thing, pal? Sheriff already scheduled visits to all registered weapon owners. Lucky us, and thanks to the 85 law, there is a list of owners. Otherwise, we would have to go house to house. Still, shit ton of work.
A register of weapon owners? After wading through shit, you finally struck gold. Wait for the next loop, call the board deputy again, and using one of your cheesy alter egos, and you'll have a list of every gun owner in Rue Valley in no time. Alright, that's cool. Yeah. So, we now have a chance to find that. But I can also search Frank's room again, I think. Yep, that's the book about the Walter Group you need. Dig in. Alright, start reading the book. The first chapters are dedicated to a broader contextual look at the situation. What is Apex Ore? When did the company come to Rue Valley? And why? You skim through it. Next, the author postulates a thesis. The collapse of the K oligarchs and the arrival of the incorporated capital in the form of Apex Ore produce a paradox of them being perceived as part of the working people, not the ruling moneyed class. You think that's what it says, despite the pop form of the book. The text is heavily and unnecessarily academic. Well, since the K's lost all their wealth, they did become like everyone else. Maybe, but once you enjoyed the privilege, you will seek it out again and again. Money is the most addictive drug. After this chapter are several photographs with a disclaimer, courtesy of Rue Valley Cultural and Historical Center. The photograph that stands out shows maybe 24 people wielding twice as many weapons, and they're all uniformly dressed in denim shirts, pants, and cowboy hats. Below is a title, Walter Group Muster, and the names of all the participants, out of which only Walter K and Milton Canis mean anything to you. Another photo that draws your attention shows Walter and Milton alone. K is holding dynamite sticks in both hands, while Canis is pointing 2 assault rifles towards the sun. Well, they're either the club of the greatest weapon enthusiasts in the world, or they were preparing a hostile takeover. Surely it must be the club. The author then details how the last scion of the K family, Walter, developed a populist ideology claiming that gold reserves discovered by Apex Ore belonged to the people. Walter Group unified around those ideals and started preaching nationalization of all subsurface resources. The group was led by Milton Canis, close friend and relative of Walter K, and a direct descendant of none other than Clayton Bronco Canis. However, the author challenges the group's definition of the people, concluding via K's unpublished manifesto and numerous interviews that the people refers solely to Walter and his inner circle. Whether K concealed this hierarchy deliberately or genuinely believed his kin's rule was righteous remains ambiguous. With the group's support and voter coercion, Walter K ran for mayor in the 1985 election and lost to incumbent mayor William Thatcher. After the lost election, Historiographical data, supported by the author's interviews with eyewitnesses of those days, revealed that Walter Group planned a hostile takeover of local power. Then, new free elections would be called in hopes of legitimizing their position. This bushfire was stopped by the state with the aid of the corporate capital. In March 1985, a new gun law was passed requiring the handover of all military-grade weapons. Okay. The style may be as dry as dung in a desert, but the story has me hooked. Keep on reading. The Armaments Law of 85 effectively led to the disintegration of the Walter Group before they set fire to the bush. Mayor Thatcher managed to secure the loyalty of former group members with the highly paid positions within his own administration, while others were arrested on real or trumped-up charges. The remainder of the group followed Walter Kay and established a political movement named For Our Children. Walter Kay proclaimed the new movement as well as the new mayoral candidacy during his opening ceremony of the newly renovated Kay family burial grounds, including the statue of founder Maynard O'Kay. The symbolism is clear, albeit on the nose. Part of Kay's speech is crucial to the author's analysis. Designated a historical site in the 1960s, this crypt became a fortress of legacy, one we fortified with new sarcophagi crafted with precision of artisans and the reverence of those entrusted with eternity. Let its sanctity, shielded by law, remind all who doubt some foundations are unassailable. Kay's speech is charged with the same grassroots idea that has driven him from the start. Only now it's formalized into a party ideology. It's almost on the verge of blood and soil ideology, but the blood aspect is focused on his whole family, not the group as a whole. The block of analytical insight is interrupted by a series of photographs added to this edition by both Wood's cultural and historical centre. Ah, so there could still be a crypt in the graveyard. Walter next to Maynard's statue. Unlike Walter on the book's cover, he's clean-shaven and wearing a full suit, though cowboy style. His brows are furrowed and his eyes full of steely focus. Maynard's statue gleams with the sun in the background. It was so polished during the renovation. Walter gives a speech. Both fists raised to the sky, mouth in a snarl, while he proclaims Rue Valley belongs to the people. Picture of Walter and you presume his wife and children. Walter is holding both Alex and Maxine on his shoulders, his wife's hand on his own. You suppose this photo meant to show Walter as the family man. Picture of Walter and For Our Children founding members. Unlike the bearded, rugged bunch from the cover of this booklet, you see men and women both in smart iron suits. Directed or not, most of them are looking at Walter, who is staring at Maynard's statue. Walter next to his sarcophagus. Grim determination is set in the eternity of Walter's body, like he's saying, Here I am now, and here I will be for all eternity. Keep reading. While the pseudo-grassroots militant movement was transforming itself into a political party, the state, supported by corporate capital, did not sit idly by. Milton Keynes, now an assistant chief of police, acted on Mayor Thatcher's orders and conducted a search of all former Walter Group members, hoping to find any non-forfeited weapons. As a precaution or an additional insult, Keynes organized the searches while Kay and his supporters were attending the family burial grounds opening. Of course, no weapons were uncovered during the search, but it severed all connections between Walter and Milton, which might have been the intended goal. In return, Kay used the search in a political relations spin and won many new voters for his movement. The booklet wasn't very helpful. Those weapons could still be anywhere. You'll have to follow the chain of events. Let's boil it down to simple events without the clutter of context and meaning. Walter Group is armed to the teeth. The new law is passed and the weapons are gone. Kay family burial grounds are renovated. New movement is declared. Okay. Maybe the graveyard? That makes the most sense. After all, the dead are not credible eyewitnesses. But make sure I'm right. To the graveyard. Okay. So now we can find something at the graveyard, but I suspect that we're also going to find Walter at the graveyard when we eventually get there. But okay. Quick, actually, you know what? Is the music still playing? Yep, never mind. Well, let's go. Till the loop ends. The thing is, if the weapons are in the graveyard, I don't know how we're getting the weapons to here, because the only thing that we've seen carry through a loop is the gun. Not the gun. Is the phone, right? We haven't seen like a book come through the loop, so it doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm gonna ask him whether we can have his gun.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. I know this may sound odd, but do you have a gun? His bushy eyebrows freeze in mid-air. The rest of him seems to lock up as well.
I can imagine a million reasons you might ask me that question. None of them good.
I just wanted your opinion on civilians owning firearms.
Oh, I have an opinion, thank you. But that isn't the crux of the problem here. I'm still not clear on your intent. Are you planning something problematic?
His eyes puncture yours. Two neat needles or bullets hunting for soft spots. Nothing with permanent side effects. Mr. Harrow, your situation is such that we must take care your actions don't veer into anything that might look concerning.
Which brings us neatly to the next topic. The incident that brought you here in the first place. The sooner we start talking about it, the better.
Whatever.
Mr. Harrow, mental health isn't a side activity. Progress needs commitment, and we'll hardly make any without any effort on your side. Now, whatever the reason you asked for a gun, can I have your word you'll do nothing irreversible before we meet again?
He'll never let you go until you promise this. Yes. He nods, satisfied, jotting another line in his notebook. Genuine approval or professional theatre, hard to tell. Whatever the case, you are none the wiser about whether he owns a gun or not. The doctor is a master at reflecting every question back at you and turning it into an examination of your mind. He glances at the clock as always.
All right then. That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay. I'll definitely do that. And will not at all go to a graveyard to search for a hidden stockpile of guns.
Come on, you thief!
Right. To the graveyard.
I'll break you open if I have.
Let's go. Okay. So, over here. And it's going to be the grave that we've already looked at over here that's listed for Walter, I'm assuming. Walter's grave still green with hunger for his body turned cadaver. You're sure that Walter hid the weapons cache in his grave, but the sarcophagus looks sealed. Take a closer look at the sarcophagus. Remarkable craftsmanship, even after 40-something years of exposure to desert sun and sand. Then your eyes fall on the two side handles. One of them already seems turned. Let's pull the other handle. Grime and dust have almost caked the handle shut, but with another push it cracks open. Push the lid. And you revealed a cornucopia of death and destruction, rifles, pistols, revolvers, some weapons you don't even know the names of, ammo clips, dynamite sticks, detonators, bulletproof vests, helmets, enough weapons to arm an army. Surprisingly, most weapons seem to be in decent enough condition. You see few traces of rust. I had one of these on when Alex shot me. I'll look at one of the armored vests. Like a wounded animal, your mind instantly recoils from that thought. You're not ready to dwell on that pain. Not yet, at least. Best you get in the firearm. Why would anyone wear a helmet these days? It can't stop bullet, can it? Take one of the helmets. No, it can. But you wouldn't want to be under artillery bombardment without one. Otherwise, a simple, minuscule rock could turn your brain into porridge without one. Since Alex doesn't command a battery of large caliber guns, best leave that be and get yourself a weapon. How about these dynamite sticks? Who knows, maybe Walter Group planned to unleash a wave of terror bombings. Or they really like chucking the sticks into the desert and watching the big booms? Anywho, you need to find yourself a weapon that you can use more than once. A rifle. From your vast movie experience, you judge it to be a military-grade semi-automatic rifle. Of course, that's probably bullshit. You have no idea what it is. Even worse, you don't even know how to hold it properly. But you pick something more beginner-friendly. Alright, a pistol. That's more like it. To your layman's eyes, this seems like a 9mm pistol, standard movie issue. Not your ideal conditions, but it won't blow your hands off, you think. Luckily, there's plenty of ammo clips around. Guess it's practicing time. Okay. This is a novel experience. Never before have you held a hunk of death-spewing iron. Feels wrong in your hands, like a coiled snake waking from slumber. Well, let's go for 3. Grab the firearm with both hands, thrust it far out in front of you, and spread our legs wide, just like police officers do in the movies. Okay. Your whole body burns with the effort of this simple exercise. All those years behind a keyboard took their toll. At least both the rear and the front sights of the pistol are aligned with your eyes. This should help you aim. Should. At least you can hold the weapon somewhat competently. Still, you know little or less about actually shooting with it. Alright, practice makes perfect, I guess. Lucky for you, this location is ideal for target practice. There's not a living soul around, and you're far away from any prying ears. What will you shoot at? You'll need to improvise a shooting range with some targets. Well, there's gravestones all around me, and there's no need to set them up. Okay. Why not? The loop will reset the damage done anyway. Fire once, see how it goes. Even after firing a single bullet, the pistol jerks like a coiled serpent. If you shot even once more, you're sure the weapon would fly out your hands. Shoot target by target. Again, the pistol tries to escape your grip, but you kind of expect that and are able to control it. With each following shot, you feel the recoil less and less until it's almost gone like a gentle tremor. Despite the size of your targets, you are not able to hit even a single gravestone. All of it might be in your head, but you think you can hear the rattling laughter of the dead. They're laughing at you. Dad was right. I should have done my military service. That would have made a man out of me. Or at least a man who knows how to shoot. Shitty job so far. Seems like you'll have to practice and practice and practice. Maybe the first time was that bad because of the stance you've assumed? Okay. Yeah, sharpshooters stand like that for a reason. Alright, let's do this again. Shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot again. Miss after miss after miss. It's even worse than the first time. Despite their size, all the gravestones are whole. It's even longer than you hoped for. Only a montage can save me now. If the loop didn't reset everything by now, you would be surrounded by a mountain of shell cases. Let's see what you've learned. Fire at the targets. Alright, you've come a long way. You feel like the pistol is an extension of your hand, but deep down a worm gnaws at you. You're sure it's a false self-confidence coming from dopamine hit of success. Hooks of realization sinking deep into your mind. You've trained yourself to shoot another human being. To cause pain as terrible as you've suffered, maybe even death. This graveyard stash of weapons is too far away. You'll never make it here into the K Ranch house in one loop. Let's find another weapon for shooting Alex. Oh, who's calling? The screen simply reads unknown number. You feel betrayed by your own phone masking the identity of the mysterious caller. Alright.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Mm-hmm.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
That sounds great, Mr. Rugger, but I have a question first, if I may.
But of course, Mr. Harrow. I'm here to answer any questions you might have. At your service, as they say.
Sorry, I need to hop on another call. Call you later. Also, I'm fairly certain that the dialogue implied that we'd spent a whole loop here doing this. Target practice, which would mean that I think we're on loop 69 now. But, not entirely sure. Right. Let's go and ask Maxine if she has a gun. Which she may have, but she's also not in the right position, like she's too far away. Best chance I think we got is the bar, but let's go ask Maxine first. We can always ask at reception as well. Maybe Riley? Or would Riley really give us a gun after we make her some coffee? That seems very unlikely, even if she has a gun. I mean, Maxine giving us a gun is also very unlikely. But in fact, anyone giving us a gun is unlikely, now that I think about it. Okay. Let's go.
Anyway, I'd rather not talk about it.
What's this? Oh, shoot. That's fine. Yeah, let's call Cody and ask for a list of all weapon owners in Rue Valley. Bovewood Sheriff's Department, Deputy Sheriff Cody speaking. How can we help? Deputy Sheriff Cody is caught in a downward spiral of boredom, and your call is just an insignificant interruption in the grand scheme of things. Can I get a list of all the weapon owners here in Rue Valley?
No can do, sir. Just a month or two ago, the government passed a new set of regulations on gun ownership. We're drowning here in bureaucracy. Hold on just a moment. Who the hell are you?
Jack John Lawson, P.I. Please don't get me started on paperwork.
Didn't know our colleagues in the private sector also share that yoke. You know what? The list is longer than my arm. You better ask about a particular person, and I'll do the checkup.
Gideon Fink?
If I was dealing with lunatics every day, I sure would get at least a shotgun or two. But from what I see here, nah, he's not in the register. Now, was there anyone else?
Walter K? Here, Walter has a registered weapon, an Iron Fang 45. That's a relic right there, straight from 1910. No way that thing still shoots.
Knowing how Cousin Walter treats his weapons, that cannon shoots better than when it came out of the factory. Got more? Shoot! Haha, get it.
Maxine K? Here we go, owns a Thunderbolt 44, mighty gun that one.
The way we're going, you're gonna ask me about the whole valley.
Alexander K? Pain swells deep in your stomach, like a miniature comet has shot through your gut, ripping it apart.
Same as Alex, Thunderbolt 44. Walter got it for both of them soon as they came of age. Though, Maxine shoots far better than Alex. He wouldn't be able to hit a fish in a barrel.
But a guy on the ground apparently can.
Can we wrap this up slowly? I got work to do.
I wouldn't be bothering you if it wasn't important, officer.
Sheriff. Deputy Sheriff. Well, go ahead and ask.
Okay. Robin Fleming?
Well, let me check. This whole documentation is a regular mess. Nope, Robin doesn't have a gun registered to her, though she's at an age where she could own a weapon. But I would say at an age where she should have a piece. Lawson, sounds to me like you're fucked. Too many suspects, seems like. But I'll help you if I can.
Okay, Benjamin Fleming? Actually, let's go with Riley Anderson.
Hold on now. Need to enter that into search. Yep, right here. Owns a weapon, double registration to Coral Destiny and her. Model is Cybershot 9000, far as I can see. Oh, hell. There's even more, right?
Jason Burns?
The dumper? That man should be armed. But is he? Dunno. Not a Bothwood citizen. Out of my jurisdiction. Shouldn't have got myself into this mess.
Travis? Last name? Need the full name, sir, to check the database. Anita Lopez?
Well, let's see. It says right here she was the owner of a firearm from 2023. Inheritance from her mother, apparently. Until April 2027, when she surrendered the weapon. Huh. The sheriff left a note. Firearm surrendered alongside a single bullet.
I gotta tell you, the software is getting a bit buggy. Alright, last one, Benjamin Fleming.
For this, I don't even have to look at the bloody list. Ben's armed, of course. Men in his position should be. Otherwise, he would be a sitting duck. If you know what I mean. He's got a nice little sleek Thunderwood 38. It's right into a pocket. You know, I got time for a couple more, and after that, I have some real police work to do.
That's it, thanks.
You're welcome, I guess.
Alright. Leave. I do actually want to open that. Okay, wait, so I've now learned that the firearm we went at originally is functional. Alright. Drive north. Sure. Uh-huh. I guess we'll ask Robin whether we can have her father's gun. She's gonna say no. I'm fairly certain this is a no, but hey, can I have your gun?
Are you ready to check in now, Mr. Harrow?
Do you have a gun?
I'm sorry. What?
I asked if you have a gun.
Ooh, no need to shout, Mr. Harrow. I can hear you perfectly fine. And yes, I've carried a gun since I turned 18. Perfectly legal and common around here.
But Deputy Cody told you she never owned a piece. Is she packing an unregistered weapon or just yanking your chain? Any chance I could take a look at it?
I can't just show it to strangers, Mr. Harrow. Besides, it's not here with me right now.
She blinks slowly, lips curved in a silent smile, as if awaiting applause or waiting for you to take the hint and leave. Silence stretches on until her grin explodes all over her face.
Just kidding, Mr. Harrow. I don't really own a gun. The scariest thing I own is a staple remover.
Ah, no, I really fell for it. You hoped for a miracle, and all you got was her shitty sense of humor. Even if I wanted to, my dad would never allow me to have a firearm. You charge this phone for me? Can you charge this for me? I mean, sure, but to be perfectly honest, Mr. Harrow, it's gonna take like forever. My charger is super slow. How could it not be? The way she abuses that phone, it's a miracle the poor thing isn't self-destructed by now. No problem at all, I'm in no rush. Of course, just drop by in a bit and I'll have it ready for you. Okay. Until the phone is charged? Okay. Just seemed like a good way to use some time. Whoa, stop. Enough of that for now. I was like, wait a second. Loop's about to end. Yeah, hello.
Are you ready to check in now, Mr. Harrow?
Can I take my phone back?
Of course. I hope it's charged enough.
Uh-huh, well, be whatever it is. Thanks.
Thank you for your trust, sir.
Alright. Loop 70, I think.
Still with me, Miss?
Yes. No. Right. Let's go. I'm not gonna ask Riley for the gun, because, like, there's no reasonable... Like, the thing is, we know a list of who has guns, but there's no reasonable way that anybody who owns a gun is actually gonna give a gun to us, right? Like, that's not reasonable. The only way we can get a gun is if we happen to get it from it just lying around, which means that it's going to be the only gun that we've actually seen in the game other than Alex's, which is the one which is currently sitting in the display case, which was quite clearly a usable gun. So, now that we've done all that, we've determined that the first gun that we went to is in fact probably the correct gun. So, in here, let's go. Gun. Take the revolver and examine it up close. You know it's ancient, but the cold steel feels brand new against your skin. Might be due to the perfect craftsmanship or Walter's zealous maintenance. Every part of this weapon is meticulously polished and oiled. The real challenge now will be finding the bullets for it. They could be stashed anywhere in the house if there are any at all. Check the barrel just in case. You open the barrel and to your surprise, 3 shiny bullets are waiting inside. No tricks, no puzzles, just 3 live rounds and a dead gun. Means you'll have 3 chances to shoot Alex K in one loop. Better make sure you aim straight, because if not, your stomach burns with a vivid reminder of what will happen if you don't. Are you truly ready to do this? Is it normal that I'm freaking out a little bit? Perfectly normal. It's a stress-soaked cocktail of performance anxiety, knowledge that your actions will cause harm, and the uncertainty of whether the message will really be worth it. You can only hope that it is. Yet, whatever reason you tell yourself is the driving force behind this, you'll have to live with the experience. Time loops reset everything around you, but won't erase the memory of you shooting or even killing a living, breathing person. And here's the worst part. If you don't find a way out of the loop, you'll be stuck with that forever, shooting him for nothing. Are you truly ready to do that? No, but I don't have a choice. Off you go now. The sooner this is done, the better. Okay, here you are. Your entire body is covered in goosebumps in anticipation of the inevitable. What you plan to do is horrible, but you know you never ever want to experience that pain again. You'll do whatever you must to prevent it from happening. Knock on Alex's door and aim our weapon.
Pops?
Your hands tremble. The seconds are years.
What's the password for today?
It's me. No answer other than a barely audible noise of shuffling feet, and then dozens of locks click, tell you Alex is coming any moment now. This is it. Shoot him now. I'm gonna tell him to throw down his gun. I'm not shooting him. What the hell are you doing? What's with the sudden change of heart? As the slowest moments in your life pass you by, his eyes open wide with utter terror and... he misses you. But you have more luck than brains. Or guts. Now shoot him before he spills one of the two on the floor. Right, shoot him. Okay, well, I guess I shot him. Alex is back in his room, wailing with the pain of staying alive. Luckily, he dropped his weapon, so you don't have to LARP as a commando getting in. Go into the room. He's trapped in the shell of his own shock and pain. Then he sees you.
No. Please spare me.
This is it, the result of your endeavor. A wounded, frightened man on the floor, blood pooling around him. Do you feel proud? No. Even so, this image will stay with you, a testament of how far you're willing to go. What now? Time is running out and you have to start listening to the message, otherwise all of this was for naught. Shut up and I won't kill you, I just need your radio equipment.
I'll be quiet. Do whatever you have to.
Well, we succeeded in shooting him. I can't open my mind map right now, interestingly. Wow, we don't have access to anything. Several devices sit on the desk. Most of them look hopelessly out of date. Some vaguely remind you of your childhood, others so archaic and particular they feel plucked from vintage sci-fi serial. You have no idea what to do, but you better act fast. You don't want to have to go through all of this ever again. Large metal box. One shiny finish of this device's front panel has been dulled by half a century of dust and fingerprints. Rotary knobs are labelled with mysterious letters and numbers, some labels faded into near illegibility. There's no way you could figure out how to use any of this before the loop ends. Cables? A handful of fabric-braided cables snake between the different machines. Several sections are wrapped with mismatched tape, electrical black tape, masking tape with scribbled labels, and a strip of copper foil that seems intended as extra shielding. You trace most of the frayed cables behind the desk and into the back of the PC tower. It seems the computer is the heart of the entire setup. Perhaps you don't need to reverse engineer Alexander's analog wizardry piece by piece. If you can access whatever program is running on the desktop, you may be able to control the receiver directly and tune into the signal without fiddling with ancient dials. Monitor. The flat panel glows with a dark themed desktop, immediately revealing that Alex is running an alternative operating system. Hopefully you won't have to use command line prompts. A browser tab is opened, paused mid-typing. The URL bar reads xenotheories.net/forum, and you can just make out the half-written post title, RE, why the 1983 lantern clouds are. No time for this, few other running applications. An instance of WavePA version 3.4.1 is open, but the music is paused. Unminimizing a window reveals a list of tracks by some obscure artist. WavePA outright zaps the alpaca's socks. Spectrum bars seem to happily ripple in response to your words. Check the icons on the desktop. Among random documents and games you have no time to check out right now, you see a stylized satellite dish icon labelled Freakmaster. This might be the software interface for the receiver. Run it. The program boots with a flicker of terminal code, then resolves into a simple interface. A list of save frequencies and decryption presets on the left. a waveform displayed on the right. A status indicator blinking beneath it, signal strength, decryption module, and an error rate. Judging by their names, the presets seem to be made by Alex. Half of them are just cryptic, the other half borderline insane. You scroll through the list. Red information. Does red denote Mars or Coral in Coral Destiny? Let's hear it. After a long, high-pitched tone, an unnerving synthetic child's voice begins speaking. The Wolf, Eins, Sei, Funnetzen, Aktzen, Junzen, Fünf, Versen, Zwanzig, Nuen, Zwanzig, Zwölf, Fünfer, Wer, Zwanzig, Fünfzehn, Eins, Zwölf, Nuen, Zwanzig, Drei, Akten, Fünf, Eins, Zwanzig, Fünf, Nunzen? Number station. Okay, enough. Yeah, sure. Click on CD comms. Could CD be short for Call Destiny? Let's find out. You listen for a few seconds. If there's anything here, it's hidden in deep noise. Well, this has to be it. Wait, sounds like a female voice is emerging from the noise. Every second it becomes more clear. Oh, I hit one that was right? I was aiming for the wrong ones, just so I could hear it all, but okay.
Reads 19 degrees, but I'm sweating like a pig. And no, it's not only because I'm nervous.
Listen, it's her. No time for being unconscious now.
Who am I?
Come on, Frank. Open your eyes. On your feet. Silly questions will have to wait.
Who knew that these moments would be so hard? They would feel so long. I can't stop myself from rethinking everything. My whole life, from insignificant details to major decisions, all of which led me right here. So close to home.
Judy, it's you. I'm gonna find you.
I told you it's her. But first, you need to open your eyes. Come on. Cock-a-doodle-doo, buddy!
Open my eyes. Oh, we're now Frank.
At least I'll have the best possible view, right? After so many months of just endless, rolling emptiness dotted with distant, uncaring stars, the planet feels surreal.
I can't help but notice that Frank looks a little bit like Eugene here. Broken arm. Your arm is a mess of pain that's barely holding together. You'd be lucky to lift a finger without wincing, let alone something heavier than a paperclip. Unable to pick up items, can't play guitar. Punctured lungs. It's your body's way of making something as boring as breathing into an extreme sport. Every inhale feels shallow and heavy, but the air simply refuses to cooperate. Unable to scream, can't sing. Severe bleeding. Dark liquid life is escaping your body. Each heartbeat feels like a countdown. Trouble staying awake. Crushed leg bones. Your legs are done. It's like someone shoved them into a blender. Shattered bones grinding like broken glass. No walk, only crawl. Don't fix Anita's car, ever. He has a map and a mind map here. Okay. Judy, you're here. Oh.
You idiot. She was here all along. Sitting on that payload adapter waiting for you. Calling you. It was no accident you came right here. Even if you only realize it now. And all the while they tried to stop you. First your sister, then that scrawny loser. But now that you've gotten rid of them both, it's only you and Judy. And me.
It's only you and Judy and me. Also scrawny loser? Is that talking about Eugene or is that talking about Alex? Interesting.
Just a blue and white disk against the darkness. looks so small, like I can just pluck it out of the universe with my fingers, put it in my pocket, and keep it forever.
Judy, can you hear me?
I don't think so. You're too far away.
I never imagined my homecoming like this. I was never good with words. I thought I would have more to say. But just seeing Earth, knowing that everything and everybody I love is down there. Thinking about the warm sunlight on my skin. And the smell of wet grass. And the whipping of the wind leaves me breathless. Literally.
I'll start crawling toward her despite your condition.
Though all is said and done now, the computer notified me I'm within short range. Yeah, all messages would be sent automatically, but since I'm still here, why not do it in person? Say a bit more. I can't hear you, Starbase 1. I was never able to fix the long-range comms, but you can hear me. I'm transmitting all my recorded messages. Now. Not like I care anymore how much power it'll drain, right? Anyhow, it's getting harder to speak. So, I'll stop. Judy, out.
She's gone. Why is she gone?
Ah. So they weren't hearing Judy at all, but like pre-recorded set of messages that were being retransmitted by whatever module she's got. Huh. No, Judy, come back.
Guiding light, mission log, day 2, Commander Resnick recording. You know this already, Starbase 1, but let's be thorough for the record and all that.
Quick! Don't lose her again.
Judy, I'm coming. Crawl towards her.
While performing a Transmars injection, the main engines went offline. Neither the crew nor ship's automated systems were able to identify the cause, so in consultation with the CEO and Mission Control, we opted for me to perform an exploratory EVA.
Wait. Something's different. She sounds so distant now. Is she afraid?
Judy, don't worry. I'm coming to save you. Continue crawling. And then we get to 846.
Moments out of the airlock, the ship was rocked by cascading explosions, and I'm still not sure what went wrong, but my working hypothesis is that the injection system suffered a catastrophic failure.
So she wasn't in the ship when it exploded. Oh, I see.
The only reason I'm still alive and not blown to bits or into the endless vacuum is my jetpack. I was able to reach and undock the landing module with an emergency override before the ship was torn apart. Mission specialists Wolf and Hobb are presumed dead.
Critical power failure imminent. The signal is dying. This is the end. Ah, so it did blow up, but she was outside the ship, and she was able to get a landing module separated, so she might have come back. Huh.
Fuck! The battery's dying! Hurry up! You have to save her!
Hang on, Judy. And then at 847, it's gonna explode. Someone's gonna explode.
Since most of our TMI was completed, I'm still en route to Mars, albeit on an altered trajectory thanks to the push from the explosions. I have yet to calculate my approach angle. Most of the lander's equipment is intact and functioning, excluding the long-range comm. 2 out of 10 solar panels have also suffered significant damage.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's no chance she's back here, but there is a chance that she is on Mars still transmitting. Don't die. I'm coming for you. I love you.
I love you too, Frank.
What? Then who is the narrator, if not Frank? I have more questions than I could come up with.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
What just happened? If you ever wondered how it feels to be in someone else's shoes, now you know. That was Frank. Exactly, was. There's no chance anyone could survive those injuries. That was Judy, wasn't it? Could she be alive? The state Frank was in, you're not sure if she was really there, but it was definitely her voice you heard in that radio. How could this be? The accident was years ago. Well, if it took a while for the transmission to get back, I mean, that's reasonable. It's impossible to know without the rest of that message. But you made sure to catch the signal at the earliest possible moment, and it sounded like there's only noise before it. You even shot a man to do it. Oh, don't remind me, please. You're slowly running out of options. I felt what he felt. Think about it, you both defied the loop in some way or another, and this vision you just had is only further proof that he is your ticket out of here. I didn't recognize the place from the vision. That's because you've never been there. I thought I'd been everywhere already. Have you really?
Mr. Harrow?
Yes, sorry, but I have to go now.
Mr. Harrow, please.
Okay. So, we know about the signal. We have shot Alexander K. Eugene Harrow murderer. How does that feel? Now you know what needs to be done to reach Alex's radio equipment, though you never want to do the deed again. Once was a time too many, besides you've heard all there is to hear. Alright, oh this is just, there's a bunch of owns a gun that we just need to move out of the way here. Judith Resnick. Yeah. Then we got Frank. He died as a result of a car crash somewhere in Rue Valley next to space debris. Search everywhere for Frank. You had a vision, a flashback of Frank. He collapsed somewhere in the desert around space debris. You need to find him. Let's see now. He's out there in the desert next to some kind of space-looking thingamajig. Part of a rocket or something? How remarkably vague, yet oddly specific. I have to find him, begin the fast-forward montage and search everywhere. It wasn't my initial thing I was going to do, but that's okay.
Well, there's a whole mess of scrap metal litter in the desert. Dozens, hundreds, hell if I know.
You know if anyone's been tracking him?
Ain't no decent or sane soul keeping tabs on that, damn sure. You could ask my deadbeat brother, but I sure as hell wouldn't. Yeah, these days he'd swear the rain's been waiting on him to poke his head out just to spit straight at it.
Uh-huh.
Space debris? What do you know about that? They sent you to keep tabs on me, didn't they? Didn't they? You think you're real slick, don't you? But ain't no scrawny-ass poser gonna screw me over.
Now just wait a minute.
Shut the fuck up and stand right there. I'm gonna call Cousin Cody. You got some real explaining to do.
Uh-huh.
Back off. Now.
Now, just wait a minute. Or wait just a minute.
Handouts. You want something? Earn it.
Please?
What did I say? Back off.
Okay. Nothing here, not a damn thing, or at least nothing discernible, just empty space, the kind that holds no trace of the one above. Cactus, shrub, rock, rock, cactus, bush, rock. Quite the scenery, huh? Okay. Space debris? Not sure what you're getting at, Mr. Harrow. Ooh, you mean those Coral Destiny rocket bits? You know, ever since they started raining, standard property assurance turned into... Ever since they started raining, standard property insurance turned into everything but standard. Tons of forms, weird clauses, endless back and forth. So yeah, just like that orbital junk, we just dropped it, haha. But I wouldn't worry about that. It's not like we're in any real danger. I've read online that the chances of a cow taking you out are way higher than like getting hit by lightning. How cool is that? Okay. If you actually had it, your pedometer would probably either blow a fuse or throw in a towel and just lie. Any particular reason for ditching the wheels? Voluntary car sacrifice, or... If the trail runs cold, I could always cut my own. If you say so.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yeah. Well, I sort of spaced out, which reminds me...
Oh? By all means, ask away.
I'm interested in the space debris that's been falling around Rue Valley.
Mr. Harrow, while your interest in local attractions is commendable, you're here for a different purpose. And menial distractions, local or otherwise, could seriously hamper our work. However, it's understandable that you need a period of adaptation to your new surroundings. Needless to say, you've got nothing to worry about. The universe isn't out there just to crash down on you. And if you stumble, we'll catch both you and whatever falls your way. Together. All right then. That's it for today.
Indeed.
That space junk? Can't say for sure, buddy, but I reckon the locals are scraping those as soon as they hit the ground. They probably think it's worth something. Or they just need a convenient tin roof for the chicken coop. Not that I've seen many of those around, to be fair. Now, speaking of things falling from grace, how about one Stargarita?
Sure, why not? Hit me. Back and forth, back and forth. Doesn't matter how far you lean forward, you're still tethered, like a swing. All the while, the strained groaning of the rope sings a somber lullaby for someone who simply doesn't care to be found. Oh, I'll find him alright. Bold step towards determination, or a well-disguised dive into denial. Can't really place it. But alright, what then? Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Hopefully, it won't buckle under tension.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Bury my head in my knees.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now.
Still digging for answers, or just hope, or has hope just joined the dead? I don't even know anymore. Sitting on a fence, sitting on a grave, classy.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Lie down on the couch, bury my head in the pillow, and start screaming. That seems sensible.
Mr. Harrow!
Well, that's a bold
Still
attempt.
with me, Mr. Harrow?
I think I'm at like 82 on the counting the loops, by the way.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Make that 83. Maybe 84.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
5. Maybe I'm one too many. Possibly.
Still
Maybe 2.
with me, Mr. Harrow?
6. 86. You've searched Rue Valley high and low and still nothing. Either he's gone, swallowed by dirt alongside your sanity, or he slipped just beyond reach, caught somewhere between Loop's claws and the edge of escape. Frank's gone. Really gone. All those loops, wasted breath. A scream claws up your throat, but drowns in a tar pit of hopelessness. Every path leads back here, to this chair, alarm clock, and the doctor's inevitable...
Still with me, Mr. Hollow?
Mr. Hollow? Wait a second. He's right. The anguish has run its course, leaving you hollow, like a bell with its tongue torn out, but doomed to swing forever in a soundless void. Why would you fight? The loop grinds hope to dust. Why would you feel? It all ends in suffering. Just let the loop win. Let numbness swallow you whole. Surrender. Void of resignation. It was all in vain.
Harrow, can you hear me?
Mr. Hollow. Limited interaction, seeking nothingness. Too more calculated, so now we are paranoid. Okay. But I'm not guilt-ridden, I'm not dramatic. And we are slightly introverted, but not all the way into... So we're not nosy, not guilt-ridden, we're not dramatic, we're indecisive and paranoid. He won't leave you alone. Just open your eyes and answer him already. Yes. Gives you a concerned look.
Your affect is remarkably flat. I can't even see you breathing.
Uh-huh. Watch out, he's baiting you back into this horrible, hopeless world.
This level of withdrawal points to either executive or cognitive paralysis.
But you need to forget. Forget about Frank and Judy and Coral Destiny. Forget you're in a time loop.
Tell me, is your mind blank? Or are thoughts circling without anchor?
Blank, if only. You'd give anything to lighten consciousness's feverish grip. To embrace the sweet relief of nothingness once more, to be cast this way and that like a leaf on the wind.
Mr. Harrow, are you present with me? Or are you dissociating?
Dissociating. And you just have to ask him. Sorry, I haven't slept in lifetimes.
Is that so?
He seems to inspect the dark circles under your eyes.
Well then, if you happen to have trouble falling asleep tonight...
He opens his hand, revealing a single purple pill lying on his palm. There's no reflection in his glasses. Above them is a pair of bushy eyebrows. Reach for the pill.
Remember, what I'm giving you is a mild, non-prescription, herbal hypnotic drug. Nothing more.
Take the purple pill.
Hopefully, it'll help you calm down and get some rest tonight. We'll continue tomorrow. All right then. Now, you only need to pick up the key card for your room. And I'll call the receptionist to make sure everything is in order. Sounds good?
Thank you. Let's get up and leave the room.
Come on, you thief!
We have searched everywhere for Frank. We're going to have to give up on that. And I'm going to walk over here just so that we're in a quieter spot. Then I'm going to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.